Everybody, my name is Dave and I'm a Play Frontier from the Genesis Group. Today, I'm just going to give you a quick market update. So far, Bitcoin did react the way I thought it was going to react. I want you to check out the last video and the last, whatever, 2, 3 videos. I said that I expected Bitcoin to, yeah, it's going to have some ups and downs, but in general, you're going to have, it's going to go down. And that's exactly what happened. Um, Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's just what I saw on the charts. So even if right here, I want you to see on Tuesday, it says Tuesday, okay? Today's Thursday in Korea right now. So I had a friend, he asked me, hey, what's your TA say? Okay, and on my TA, what did I tell him? I think it's gonna go down to 43 to 42K. Not sure after that. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how Bitcoin's going to react now, but on Tuesday, that's what I said. I screenshotted this just to show y'all, and you could look at the videos. That's what I thought was going to happen. Now, in Crypto Crew University, I'm also, I'm a member there, and I kept saying 53K is the biggest obstacle. Well, right now, um, I think 53K is kind of out of the picture right now for Bitcoin because we are back in the Gotham channel. We're at like 43. Um, if you look at the best case scenario for a bull picture, this is what I want y'all to look at. This is the best case scenario for bull. I do think in the short term that Bitcoin is gonna move up. I do. Because we went down here like this, and then you see some short term couple days it moved up. I'm hoping that even if Bitcoin rebounces next day, you might have another red candle, but I'm hoping, it's going to move up, and I'm going to tell you guys around the price range. But if you look at the RSI, notice here in the RSI, when Bitcoin was at a higher price, the RSI, the blue crossed over the red, it was lower. And then now in the RSI here, let me show you. Let me be more detailed about this. So if you look here at when Bitcoin's at this price, the RSI is actually lower. And then when Bitcoin now is at a lower price, okay, when Bitcoin was at a higher price, I'm sorry, right now Bitcoin's at a lower price, the RSI is actually higher. You see what I'm saying? So this is still bullish. This is still a bullish divergence. This, we need to hold it so it doesn't go lower. Okay, so hopefully Bitcoin could kind of just move up like 44 5K ish, and the RSI continue to move up. And even if Bitcoin has another drop, if it moves up and it drops, but you still continue to, the RSI continues to move up while Bitcoin's just moving sideways a little lower. Once again, I said this last week, I believe, it'll play out a month, probably a month and a half from now, where Bitcoin could have a move up. I think that's the best case scenario, uh, in a bullish term, okay, in a bullish sense. So, oh, I'm sorry, I got this card. So, like, if we look here, that's what we see here. So, I mean, you look at the price. Let's say the price is here, the RSI is lower. And if you notice here, even this wick is lower, but the RSI is still higher, right? So you had a low, a higher low as the price is going down. You can see the channel is down, but the RSI channel is up, right? And that's what led to a really great bull run. You had that bullish diversion. And when you had that bullish divergence, you had this beautiful move up after that. And so that is what I'm hoping will happen in the best case bull situation. Now, this is by Optical Arts. I'm also a paying member. I'm also a member of Crypto Crew University. I highly recommend both channels, okay? Now, let's say in this case, it did go down. It went down to like 42,500, around that range, right? And so hopefully you had this drop, like you see a drop here and it moved up, right? But we have two candles. We had two candles. I'm hoping, we're going to break this blue line at 43,854. We're going to break that line. Hopefully we could have a move up. I'm not going to say it'll go back up to 46,000 and fully recover. What I'm hoping for is where Bitcoin can move back up to 44,500, 600. And that's what I'm really hoping for. And if Bitcoin does well, maybe it could go up to 45,000. But I'm really hoping that Bitcoin can move back up. Maybe in this yellow line, Bitcoin could get rejected, or in the white line, it's going to get rejected and move sideways. So that's what I think is going to happen in short term. And then I gotta see how Bitcoin reacts after that. So that's what I think. I'm really hoping for a best case scenario. I can't say this is gonna play out. I thought that Bitcoin was gonna move down. It did move down, and now we just gotta wait. And so that's it for Bitcoin. Now, if we look at KOK-COIN, um, look at that. KOK-COIN just recovered. That's crazy. Already, KOK-COIN has already recovered. I mean, that's just beautiful. So, KOK-COIN is already back to normal, you know, minus 0.78%. Now, KOK-COIN has already recovered. Um, so that is beautiful, typical KOK-COIN move. Yeah, it could go down with Bitcoin, but it's not very correlated to the rest of the market, and that's why KOK-COIN is already recovered. Minus 1%. I think it's gonna go above that, and hopefully it could move more towards its way up than down. If you look at KOK-COIN, you have two bottom wicks, but this one is a higher low. It's a higher low. So KOK-COIN is doing what KOK-COIN does. No worries there. The fundamentals for KOK-COINs look good. And so do not worry, Coke family. KOK-COIN already, you just saw the wick. KOK-COIN looks extremely great. It looks beautiful. This is a beautiful chart right here. Okay. Let me show you what really happened, because let's look at the 5-minute. There you go. This just happened within like 10 minutes. Okay, or like less than 15 minutes. And so yeah, right now you're gonna have some ups and downs on KOK-COIN, but just look at that move up. It went from $5.23, and boom, all the way up to $5, almost 67 cents. So that's KOK-COIN for you. That's why I don't sell my KOK-COINs. I only mine back in, or I hold. All right. So that is that. KOK-COIN is doing phenomenal, and I'm not joking. Now I don't have a whole lot of money, but yeah, what I get, I mine. And but I do believe right now, for me, I didn't mine for the last 3 days because I do want to start piling up and start holding on to some of my KOK-COINs. Obviously, later I'm going to throw more in here, like Tether, and mine some more. But yeah, right now KOK-COIN's looking beautiful. So there you have it, Coke family. Bitcoin has acted the way I thought it's going to act, and then it's probably going to take a couple of days for me to think what would happen next. Of course, I'm not always right. Okay, KOK-COIN, it just seems like I'm always right, but it's just because I'm just, the charts are always bullish, the fundamentals, everything that Medium, Coke Play, everything they're doing in business acts, like in terms of upgrading the platform, the business acquisitions that they're doing, and the MOUs, and how they're working with the other companies to to make more utility cases for KOK-COIN. It's obvious that it has nowhere else to go but up, you know. And yeah, I might get the prices right on how high that I think it'll go up, but that's also just from the charts, okay? So that's why. All right, everyone, stay blessed, y'all. Please take good care of yourself this winter. It's a rough one. It's a cold one. I still expect more supply shortages. Um, Things could get tough between the trade war between the U.S. and the Chinese Communist Party, right? Um, Whenever you guys hear anything about like China or people U.S. again or the U.S. government versus Chinese government, please remember it's the Chinese Communist Party. Don't think Chinese people in China. Like the regular citizens are just trying to live their lives. They don't really nobody really knows politics like that. So it's really between governments, right? The United States government versus the Chinese government. In their case, it's a communist party, and so I hope nobody has some like hatred, dislike towards Chinese people. People really, the average citizen has nothing to do with whatever the Communist Party does in terms of policy. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. But because the Chinese Communist Party didn't fulfill their obligations in terms of buying U.S. services and products that they've made with when Trump was president. Who knows what Biden's going to do? And if you're living in the States, you got to remember, even if Biden puts tariffs back on, United States government made some bad policies as well under the Biden administration where, manufacturing is kind of like at 11, 12 months low or something, 11 months low, 10 months low. And, a lot of these other Southeast Asian countries, because of COVID restrictions or lockdowns, they haven't been able to manufacture what they used to. But China has been doing pretty well, even though they had their own problems. And so it's not like they have a lot of options. Like if you're a U.S. Company or, import export business company or whatnot, you're still going to have to bring in Chinese products because America doesn't produce the products. And that's what America has done the most is really they exported their inflation because all that free money they gave directly to the citizens should have, made the prices go up a lot more than just, 6-7% under the current CPI. But what they did is they exported that inflation, that extra money across seas. And so now, you have countries like China, Korea, or everywhere else where we're fighting US dollars to buy products that are made here. So that inflates the prices here. And that's why I say that really the biggest thing America has done is they exported their inflation. But once again, that's definitely not the faults of the U.S. citizens. It's really just government. They made bad. Unfortunately, Biden administration made some bad policies on that one. And now, what happens is if Biden decides to add tariffs on Chinese products, and there isn't really too many options that U.S. companies have, but to bring those products from China to America for U.S. consumers to buy, because there's only so many products being produced, manufactured, that when Biden adds taxes to those products, well, then those businesses are going to charge the consumer more product, on the prices. And so you're going to see bigger inflation for U.S. consumers if Biden adds tariffs. So that's a negative. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. If Biden doesn't do anything, then the CCP will probably just say, you know what, he's not doing anything about this. He's not going to do anything about whatever else. Rather, we put more pressure on trying to retake Taiwan or anything else we want to do because Biden's not doing anything about us not fulfilling our obligation of buying whatever, like over $200 billion of U.S. products from the contract we made with the previous President Trump. So he's stuck. It's really hard what he is or what he's not gonna do. But anyway, rather you agree with this president, you support him or not, especially if you're a U.S. citizen, you are a U.S. citizen, you should pray for the guy. Just like rather you agreed or supported or didn't support the previous president, President Trump, you should still be praying for him that he'll make whatever the best decisions he can make, and including this current president, whether you like him or not, because he is the president. His whatever he decides to do at the end of the day, or his the people in office supporting him, his administration is going to impact you one way or the other. But expect you got to expect the worst, pray for the best, right? So prepare for the worst, pray for the best, right? So you might want to get stocked up for this winter. um, Take good care of yourself, exercise. You want to be physically healthy, spiritually, mentally healthy. Okay, so God bless y'all. I'm praying for y'all, especially in the Koch family, and also those who are not in the Koch family. All right, so God bless y'all, and of course, Coke on.